You report on the partisan nature of those involved in the audit. Now there's news about one person in particular whose involvement is raising eyebrows. What have you learned?
Yeah, the person you're talking about, his name is Anthony Kern, and he was spotted at this ballot counting site at least a couple of days. And the reason why his presence is raising eyebrows is because those ballots he's touching, those very ballots, his name is on those ballots. He ran for office in 2020. He is a former Republican state senator. He lost in 2020, but still his name is on those ballots. And that's not the most problematic thing that people are talking about. This is the other big problem. He was pictured on January 6th on the steps of the U.S. Capitol. That is the day of the insurrection. He even placed himself there with a tweet. He also placed himself at the ballot counting site with a tweet. So he has been an active Stop the Steal advocate. He has supported Donald Trump's efforts to undermine Arizona's election results. Now, when reporters brought this to the spokesperson for the Arizona Senate, who's running this entire so-called audit, here's what that spokesperson had to say.
We're not counting his race, so he can count votes on the ballots for the presidential race and the U.S. Senate race, as well as anyone else can. And they qualified their paid workers.
So he's not worried about it. Also not worried about the partisan nature about all of this. But election officials, Anderson, across the country, both Republican and Democrat, are highly concerned about all of this. Anderson.
And what is the latest on the actual so-called audit? I mean, they were scheduled to wrap by next week. Is that still the plan?
No way. And here's why. There are 2.1 million ballots to be counted in Maricopa County. The Senate has pledged that they're going to count every single one. So far, they've only counted 200,000. That's 10%. There's no way they're going to finish by the deadline, which is May 14th. Now, on May 14th, there is something scheduled to happen that happens every single year, and this year it's going to happen in robust form in Phoenix. High school graduations. There are 9 to 11 high schools scheduled to have their graduations at the Coliseum, where this count is happening, and it was scheduled ahead of time. Now, the state fairground says if this counting is going to continue, because what we've heard from the spokesperson from the state Senate is, oh, we're just going to pause and then we'll pick it up afterwards. Well, someone needs to tell the state fairgrounds, because they say right now there is no extension. And Anderson, remember I said 2.1 million ballots? Where are they going to go? How are they going to be secured? These are just a number of very big questions about the security of this election and how this count is taking place, Anderson.